Hey there, Sharon here, Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to Supersize Strategies to Supersize and Grow Your Business. Today we're talking about the ability, 8 strategies I'm going to share today, about the ability to adapt to changing content marketing trends in order to grow and build and supersize your business. Not in any particular order, but just a brainstorm list of things I want to talk about that I have done that have worked for me. And there's actually one on this list, excuse me, that I've been thinking about doing that I haven't done yet. And that is optimizing for voice search. And, you know, it's kind of funny being visually challenged that I have not done that one yet, but I haven't done that one yet. That is our 7th. Actually, it's our 4th trend. Anyway, first one is embrace video content. And I've definitely embraced video content. I think on my Libsyn account, I've got like 7,919 as of yesterday videos on, and I didn't start Libsyn right away, but I've done well over 7,000, close to 8,000 videos over the last few years on different topics and for different things, different types of videos for different trainings and things. And a few years ago, I started sharing my annual challenge. I do an annual challenge and I just do a video every day. And then we have an action item and some follow-up, just usually one simple step every day to do whatever it is we're trying to accomplish with the challenge. This year's challenge is the Let's Grow annual challenge. And we're doing one thing every day to grow. And this month, we're focusing on financial growth, which is usually one of the most popular because it seems like everybody's always looking for ways to make more money, be more comfortable, have more of what it is that they want. And we've learned over time that having resources and being resourceful allows us to do that. So what's another trend? So embrace video content, whatever type of video content. I'm not going to talk a lot about the details of each of these because each one of these could be an entire week training, not just a couple of minutes discussion. But are you using video content? If not, why not? It doesn't have to be you doing it, but are you incorporating different modalities and different types of content into your content? You know, I think we talked about video testimonies a little bit ago, and video testimonials are so powerful. Once you start using them, you're like, I don't even want to use the written ones anymore, but you still do because you want to use a mix of testimonials for your site as well, or for your sharing your business with other people. We want to leverage AI and automation. I know automation for sure. I've been automating things, and anything I have to repeat and do repeatedly, I'm going to find a way to identify, automate that process and continually improve that process so I can set it on autopilot and I don't have to have it take up any of my brain space anymore or anybody else's. Whenever there's a change, we tweak and we test and make sure that the process is still working, or if something new comes out like AI that can help us with some of the automation of some of our processes, then we look at those and we implement those as well. But the truth is, if you're not looking at things that are coming like that and saying, is this for me, or how can I use this to automate or grow and build and help my business, you'll just get left in the dust because somebody else will do it. Somebody else in your industry, one of your direct competitors, because we all have them, will do that. Or your indirect competitors. Guess what? Whole industries get destroyed because a new thing comes out that you don't think has anything to do with your business, but it takes away people's resources that they would have been spending with you, and they're spending them somewhere else. Third, we want to prioritize authenticity and transparency. I don't know how to say anything more about that than just be you. My personal tagline is be loving, love being, be you. Why? Because you're the only person that can be you. Nobody else can. Nobody else can copy that. I think it's why I like doing live videos, and I never worry about sharing everything anybody asks me about, because I know that the vast majority of humans aren't going to do the things I talk about. And the ones that do will figure it out and figure out how to take that thing and make it their own, because that's how we create and show up in the world. Again, fourth is optimize your voice search. And I am super guilty of not doing this. I think as more virtual assistants and more automated assistants, especially with AI, come down the pipe, people are going to be doing voice search. I do some voice search on Google, so I know it's important to optimize my stuff so people can find me or the businesses I'm working with stuff using voice technology. Just haven't really done it yet. It's kind of like the I-type stuff that I should have done already probably a decade ago that I've been resisting for personal reasons. I don't want to admit that I need to use some of those tools. And I guess voice is the same thing. I don't love audiobooks, right? When I go for a walk in nature, I want to go for a walk in nature. When I want a book, I want to read a book. So I've done all kinds of crazy things to be able to blow books up to television size so I can still read them. You know, most people read their Kindle. I used to do that. I read my Kindle on giant letters, but then I was getting like repetitive not injuries, but I'd get my wrist to get sore because I was turning the pages so fast. Anyway, topic for another day. So I am going to embrace voice search, and maybe I'll do that in a training, and I'll share exactly how I go about implementing that in my business, one of my businesses, and then I'll share that, because guess what? Once we identify the process, we can use it over and over and over again in different media platforms, different communication mediums, in our email, in our web search, etc. We want to invest in interactive content, right? We want to make sure that we have a way for people to engage and interact with our content. We want to make sure that if we're not answering the comments and concerns and the questions that come in based on the things we put out into the world, the content we put out into the world, that someone is, because engagement is king. We say content is king, but really engagement is king, because that's how we know we're reaching the people that we're trying to reach with our content. If we don't have a reason that we're creating content, what's the point? And if we don't have an idea of why and what we want to happen with that content, we want to, of course, sixth strategy is to use the power of influencers and strategic partnerships. I think one of the fastest ways you can supersize and grow your business is by borrowing or buying other people's audiences, right? And getting in front of other people's audiences. That's why speaking is such a powerful way to build and grow and supersize your business. Seventh, focus on personalized content. Guess what? That's why I love email, because email can be personalized to the person. And if we analyze data and pay attention to how different groups of people, we usually don't do it individually, but we can do individually. That's what I like about email. You can talk right to the person and use their name, and that can be automated in your email marketing software, which is fantastic, right? But we want to create tailored content based on the journey that people in different categories in our organization, or that come in contact with our organization, fall into, so that we're speaking directly to them. So we're making sure they get their specific questions answered or objections covered, so they don't feel like we're not doing what's in their best interest, and they know and can make a decision for themselves whether working with us or one of our organizations is in their best interest. And finally, number 8, my favorite, always continuous improvement. Stay agile and responsive to changes in any area and aspect of your business. And again, you don't have to be the one that notices and is aware and paying attention to everything in your business, because that's overwhelming, but someone has to be paying attention to it for you. Remember when I first got started in some different areas and aspects online, I actually used Google Alerts, which is just a tool that tells you and emails you if something on a certain topic or keyword comes up. And that is how I personally stayed informed on certain things that were of key interest to me when I first got started, and I didn't have people to help me do those things. But once you get a team together, then you can divvy up the different things that need to be paid attention to and the key performance indicators that will tell us if something's changed. Or again, like I said, I started out using Google Alerts, and I think I still have a couple Google Alerts going, because I'm looking for a certain piece of equipment for one manufacturer. I'm looking for ways to help people that are visually impaired or blind, and I'm looking for some chronic pain things. So I think I still have actually personally 3 Google Alerts set up, but since I don't ever check my email, which is why I tell people, if you want to get in touch with me, Voxer me, or leave me a message under social media, because then I will answer. I guess that's all I've got today. I'm curious, do you have a strategy and a process in place for keeping on top of changes in content marketing? Are you doing any content marketing? Share in the comments below so we can learn from one another. Enjoy this last holiday weekend day here in the United States, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Have a great day.